I can't help. I'm help.
Robert.
I can't help. I'm Dos delincuentes. You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. I just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, yo, let me with this. Yo, let me with this. Yo, let me with this. Yo, let me. Y'all trying to kill me. Yo, let me with this. Yo, let me with this. Yo, let me with this. Yo, let me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. You don't want to believe it. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it. Yo, killing me with this. I can't help. I'm help.
Robert.
I can't help. Dos delincuentes. You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. I just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, yo, let me with this. Yo, let me with this. Yo, let me with this. Yo, let me. Y'all trying to kill me. Yo, let me with this. Yo, let me with this. Yo, let me with this. Yo, let me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me.
Morning, everybody.
Trying to kill me. You don't want to believe it. Trying to kill me. Trying to kill me. I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it.
Your tour coming soon. All right, y'all. Hey, good morning, everybody. What up, what up, what up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. If you are new, don't be. Go ahead and click that subscribe button to be a part of the Witness gang, to join the Witness Nation. Let's get into this, shall we?
I'm Whitney. Keep it cute.
All right, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, welcome. Okay, welcome to the official sentencing watch party as we watch and wait for the sentencing. I was unable to go to Chicago for the sentencing because I'm actually going to be going to Atlanta next weekend. So I had to choose wisely. This is a different kind of business opportunity that I have going on, and so I wanted to go that route. So instead of doing like a round trip to Chicago and back, I'm going to be in Atlanta Friday, Saturday, and returning on Sunday Mountain. Okay, so if you're in the Atlanta area, hey, hit me up. You know, maybe I can have a little meet and greet. But anyways, so I'm not there. However, I have someone who is there and who is going to be, you know, reporting everything. But in the meantime, in between time, because in some cases, you know, you can't use your phone and stuff like that, we are going to be coning in on Chicago news. I have Chicago up, and we will be looking in on the verdict. Okay, I mean, not the verdict, but the sentencing. Okay, this is like what 8-9 months ago when we got the verdict from him being convicted. So while that's going on, I just want to I'm gonna have words close to 11 hours only. Turn it down, to come to a verdict. Okay. And we were what? Okay, so we were waiting on the verdict to come in. Let me see who's are here while we're waiting. Hey, Ice Al. She says, hi everyone. I'm back. Hey, Pookie. You was in the first live. Shout out to you. All of rallies were ineffective. Shout out to all victims who endured everything. Enjoyed. Please. He has nothing left. He does not. Hey, Sonia. Sonia says, good morning. Good morning, beautiful. Hey, Monique. Long time no see, beautiful.
No verdict
and
yet. However,
I think that is
waiting on the
Live for
deliberations
Christ.
more,
Hey, dear,
okay?
Live for Christ. Hey, honey
Eva,
bunches.
we don't know.
Keep
They
talking
are
trash.
still
Can't wait
deliberating as
to
of
hear
right now.
25.
The
Yes,
verdict
yes,
is
yes. Miss
about to
Karen
be
says,
reached,
good
okay?
morning,
The
Whitney
verdict has
chat.
been
Good morning.
reached.
Okay, so
Okay,
here's the thing.
say that.
Let me put this on mute, but we can be watching it. But this is just the whenever he got his conviction. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation, y'all. I'm curious to know what you guys think. Okay, so a lot of you guys probably you guys can call in. I'm gonna put the first off, we're gonna have a discussion while we're waiting on the verdict to be passed. Okay, so you guys are more than welcome to call in. The link is in the chat. Okay, let me go ahead and pin it in there. 1 second. You don't have to show your face. I clearly am not. Because I'm gonna come back possibly once it's given later on, before I do uncommon opinions. Anyways, so let's see what you guys think. Okay, so question. Okay, question. Okay, what are we thinking? Will it be congruent or consecutive? Now, for those that are like wondering, like, what does that mean as far as consecutive or congruent? Okay, the difference is a consecutive sentencing plan is where a court imposes 2 or more terms of custody time, and you serve one term immediately following another. Okay. On the contrast, a concurrent, okay, CONCURRENT sentencing is where you serve all the sentences at the same time, with the prisoner being released after the longest term ends. We don't want that. Okay, we want it to be consecutive. We want him to serve the 30 and then have to go into his 10 or 20 or 25, right? So hello. Shawty said, hey, hello, all my beautiful people. Hey, beautiful. Kiva Brown says, hi, everyone. Hi, honey. Monique says, it's been a while, but I've been catching up. Hope all is well with you and the family. Absolutely. I've been incognito. Not really. I just been, minding the business that pays me. And so, Andrew says 30 to 50 years consecutive. Okay. What's the maximum? Because I know the government is requesting 25. However, is that the maximum that he can get? Like, can the judge override even that? Or, I'm curious to know that. Okay, so nothing is developing as of yet. I'm on Jason Meisner page. Because he's very good with updates. Him and his counterpart Megan are usually in the courtroom, right? So I have both of their pages just relentlessly refreshed. I'm going to pull up the news though. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and pull them up. All right. So I have okay, I have it on mute as of right now. They don't have any coverage for R.Kelly. So we just want to leave that at that. Anywho, let me get in this chat and see what you guys are saying. Shadi says consecutive, I pray. I do too. Andrew says 10 years minimum, 90 years maximum. Oh, and prosecution is only asking for 25. Okay. Okay. All right. So the judge can literally override even the government's request of 25 and give him like 50. Hey, Isha. Hey. Hey, Cat Talks. Hey, everyone. Hey, beautiful. So yeah, you guys can tap in. The link is literally pinned in. Well, I'm not gonna say literally. The link is in the chat for sure. For sure. Like that's yeah. It's in the chat. Let me do something real quick. Where are we at? Okay. To be honest with you guys, I don't think the verdict's going to come in right away. I mean, not the verdict, but the sentencing is going to come in right away. I, honest to God, think that it's going to be a little time, but we are here. You know, I got time, baby. I got time today. Let me do this. I'm gonna put, if you're not a subscriber, baby, you're not gonna be able to comment here soon. I'm gonna change some stuff up. Okay. So you have to at least be a subscriber of 5 minutes. Okay. All right. The link, like I said, is in the chat. It is pinned. Okay. I'm also about to put a poll in. Okay. What do you guys think? Is it going to be consecutive or congruent? Okay. And I'm gonna put the poll in there. And y'all let me know what you guys are hopeful for. Okay, so there we are. Okay, so I just posed you guys the question. Please, please, please tally, put your tallies in for the poll. Let's see how that comes out. Let's see. We have Candy in the building. Hi, Candy. Candy says, Whitney and Chad, hello. Hello, beautiful. Okay. All right. So Andrew says the survivors are going to read to impact statements. So it's going to take a while. Oh, okay. I wonder who all is there. I know for a fact. See, I was gonna go. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was gonna go, you guys, but I'm gonna be in Atlanta next weekend, the 3rd through the 5th, and so I had to make a choice as to what trip I wanted to do. So I went that way. But what we're watching on the screen right now is really just last year the verdict coming in. But I'm watching right now Chicago 24/7. Let me go ahead and share the screen of that as we wait for this. Hey, Kamiko. Hey, beautiful. Hey, honey. Okay, I'm gonna share the screen for the news. Okay, there y'all go. All right, so that's it right there on the side. It's nothing going on at all. As I don't even know this man. So I'm gonna remove that while we wait. While we wait, we are waiting. We're waiting on the verdict, you guys. I have ABC7 Chicago live streaming. I'm going to actually pull it up on YouTube as well. While we wait, let me see. I'm going to bring back up me talking about the verdict last year. Me that they were found not guilty on these charges. Okay. Okay.
All right. So the next one.
Andrew says the truth is there, and I believe
Next
Robert Kelly
update,
is there
okay.
too. Yes, the truth is there. Oh, you know what? Thank you for reminding me. Let me text her. Hold on.
The next update,
I'm gonna
Kelly
text the truth real quick
and Darrell McDavid found not
and
guilty.
see. Yeah,
on
because I don't
charges
know
they
if they're able
conspired
to like
obstruct
text and
justice
stuff in there.
his 2002 Cook County case. Oh, sorry, y'all spelled that wrong. Put that.
Okay, so I just text the truth because she's there. I said
Okay,
she heard
so
Joy might be there.
This is the one that I
Oh,
kind of feel like
really?
is,
Interesting.
loony, but
Interesting.
Kelly and Darrell McDavid found not guilty on charges they conspired to obstruct justice in his 2002 Cook County case. Okay, so they were found, R.Kelly and McDavid were found not guilty for the 2002 Cook County case. All right. Now, that's a little, I mean, crazy, but I mean,
Okay, so far you guys in the poll, you guys have we have 83% are going for consecutive, and then we have 17% going for congruent. So 83% of you guys, I'm guessing, are hoping for it to be consecutive, where once he serves this 30-year sentence in New York, he then goes into his however long sentence that he gets now. Just to, again, clarify what consecutive and congruent mean. Congruent means that he serves his entire time while already serving a sentence. Okay, so basically he has 30 in New York, right? So within that 30, if he was to get 10, right? He would get time served if it was 10. You get what I'm saying? And then once the 30 years up, he gets out. Okay. However, consecutive is he serves the 30 years that he has in New York, and then whatever years that he gets here in Illinois, he then starts that time, meaning he's never going to get out. But to be honest with you, he's never getting out anyways. I don't understand the comprehension of people that think that this man is getting out. Even if they were to, overturn, where's the truth? She's not in here. Okay. Okay. So I said not confirmed on Joy, but she just heard the grapevine. Cool. Allegedly. But yeah, so I don't understand why people think that this man is going to get out. He's not. I'm sorry to burst your bubbles or whatever. Y'all hang on to every single word of Bojangles as if she's God, as if she is his savior. And y'all didn't want to turn around and talk about what the white man do to the black man, right? But y'all, this is a different white person, right? Oh, okay. Anyways, child, ain't nobody gonna be playing with y'all, okay? Nobody's gonna be playing with y'all, all right? Okay. Let's see. Nothing is on Chicago's live stream as of right now. So yeah. Okay, so now let me do this. Okay. Go to their YouTube channel. Chicago's YouTube channel. Okay, so right now they're live, but they're addressing the Alex Murdaugh testimony. Okay, so that's what's going on right now. They're not covering R.Kelly right now, not as of right now. Okay. Let me let me share my screen so y'all can see what I'm talking about, because it's not in yet. But yeah, let me keep refreshing Jason's, see what's going on. All right. Nothing from Jason. Okay. Let me see about Megan. Nothing from Megan as of yet. Okay, so they're probably just in the courtroom, you guys. I have not heard back from the truth. If you guys don't know who the truth is another YouTuber. She is a resident of Chicago. She is in the courtroom, the courthouse in general, and she is going to be reporting back. I have another ear that's there. That I've already texted this person. They haven't responded. I don't really think that they're going to be able to be much correspondence like that, if you ask me. Okay. All right. So let me see. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys continue to oh, okay. Davis. All right. You said Dave is giving updates. Okay. Let me head on over to Dave. Let's see. So Dave Byron's is giving updates. Okay. Oh, Lord. What did I do? Okay. There you go. All right, Dave. Okay, you guys. All right, so we have an update. Okay. Thank you, Neat. Thank you, Neat. All right, so let me stop my screen. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Thank you, Neat. Okay, so we have some updates. Okay. All right, so let me drop myself down here. Okay, so let me scroll on down. All right. So here goes some updates per the courtroom or courthouse, if you will. Let's go to the most okay. So Robert was abusive and dominating the rules I was forced to follow for years because I thought I needed him. Were degrading. Oh, Jane's statement continues saying she sometimes couldn't go to the bathroom without his permission or had to go without eating for days. Wow, y'all. So we are hearing from Rashonda Landfair. Okay. This is from Rashonda Landfair, her statement. So I'm guessing that she is first. Okay. Wow. Thank you, Neat. Hold on. I gotta text Neat back. Thank you, love bug. Okay. So it goes on to say, I need closure. I need Robert Kelly in jail. Oh, but a boop, boop, boop. Wow. That's interesting. That's very interesting for people to be thinking that Rashonda, didn't want to say anything, or, what I'm saying, she was here for the millions of dollars that she could potentially get. You know what I'm saying? Wow. She said verbatim, she wants this fool in jail. Good for you, Rashonda. Good for you. For as long as the law will allow. Jane's statement says, she laments that she'll always be known as the girl #R.Kelly peed on. That is true. Especially with, all these different memes made out of her, all these different skits and things to that nature. I concur. I absolutely understand. And that her involvement with him left her unable to have normal romantic relationships. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna open up courthouse news. Maybe they reporting some stuff. Robert Kelly needs to be in jail for the balance of his natural born life. Jane's statement concludes. Next is a statement from Nia. Nia delivers her statement through tears. Quote, I can't believe how lucky I felt when I met you. Like a starstruck teenager, she continues. I was over the moon happy for the first time in my life. Someone other than my family thought I was special. Oh, dear God. My bad, y'all. My bad. Let's start from up here. Okay, so R. Kelly is already serving a 30-year sentence from a 2021 sex trafficking conviction in New York. The big question of the day is whether Kelly will be allowed to serve his new sentence concurrently with the New York one, or if he'll have to serve both consecutively. Okay, most reporters, myself included, are currently set up in a press overflow room. Okay, so they're in a press overflow room. The hall from the main courtroom will have audio but no video, just like during the trial itself last September, about 20 minutes out from the hearing. Okay, or not. Federal Judge Leonard Weber is starting the hearing about 15 minutes ahead of schedule. Oh, so they started early, y'all. Wow. So they started early. Okay. Judge Leonard Weber is not no joke. Okay. This is not going to be just a walk in the park for R. Kelly. So I feel sorry for you, for you supporters. Not trying, like, no shade. Like, Anywho, let's continue. Attorney Jennifer Bonjean raises objections to what she calls, quote, misstatements, end quote, in prosecutors' sentencing memos. For example, the statement that Kelly's involvement with Nia was over a period of time. It was exactly a 2-time occurrence, Bonjean says. Girl, stop trying to give specifics. He shouldn't have been messing with her at all. She was underage. Leonard Weber takes Bonjean's objections under advisement and notes them for the record. He asks R. Kelly if he has read the pre-sentence report. He says he has. Leonard Weber asks R. Kelly if there's anything he'd like to object to in the pre-sentence documents or any other issues he'd like to raise. Kelly only says that he'll, quote, rely on his attorney, end quote. So R. Kelly was talking, y'all. Leonard Weber agrees with Bonjean against the government that R. Kelly's actions toward the women, towards the young women with whom he was involved, constituted, quote, enticement, not coercion, i.e., the girls feared a loss of affection and attention, not any kind of bodily harm. Wow, that's interesting. So judge feels as though that wow, that's interesting. Hey, well, honey bunches of oats. Okay, so that's rather interesting to say the least, because it's a difference between coercion and enticement. Okay. It goes on to say prosecutors disagree, noting some of R. Kelly's victims say they felt compelled to perform the sexual acts Kelly requested of them. After some back and forth, Leonard Weber rejects this argument again, noting the accusers never mentioned a threat of bodily harm. As whether child porn charges merit a trafficking enhancement, Leonard Weber finds they don't. Okay, now the government begins its sentencing presentation, starting with a prepared statement from Jane, from her attorney. Quote, when I think of all I have lost due to Robert Kelly, all I can do is cry, the statement says. When you lose your virginity to a pedophile, at the age of 14. Your life is never your own, end quote. Jane's statement continues saying she had sex with R. Kelly hundreds of times against her will. Okay. Goes on to say that Robert was abusive and dominating. The rules I was forced to follow for years because I thought I needed him were degrading. Jane's statement continues saying she sometimes couldn't go to the bathroom without his permission or had to go without eating for days. Goes on to say, I need closure. I need Robert Kelly in jail for as long as the law will allow. Jane's statement says. She laments she laments that she'll always be known as the girl R. Kelly peed on, and that her involvement with him left her unable to have normal romantic relationships. Quote, Robert Kelly needs to be in jail for the balance of his natural born life. Jane's statement concludes. Next is a statement from Nia. Nia delivers her statement through tears. I can't believe how lucky I felt when I met you, like a starstruck teenager. She continues, I was over the moon happy for the first time in my life. Someone other than my family thought I was special. Okay. All right. So we have updates. Okay, so let me refresh and see if anything else has came through. Okay, we got some more. Okay, Nia says, let me see if it's a further thread. Okay, so yeah. Okay, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Nia says she still regrets lying to her mother about attending R. Kelly's concert in Minnesota and obliging his sexual advances the morning after. I awkwardly did what you told me to do with you molested me. Oh, you know what? I think Nia is also the one that's probably going to take his butt to court in Minnesota. Okay. Sharon, unfortunately, baby, that's not going to happen. Okay. It's not going to happen, love. I hate to be the bearer of bad and unfortunate news. Okay. That's not going to happen. Sweetness at all. I concur. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you, Neat. Okay. So, let me see. Okay. Yeah, we read that part. Nia concludes by asking for R. Kelly to spend the rest of his life in prison. I'm praying to God and asking him for forgiveness. No child should have suffered the way you made me suffer. Next statement is from Pauline. Quote, Pauline says she has been in therapy because of her involvement with R. Kelly. She says she now fears that someone will harm her child the same way Kelly harmed her. All I want in life is to feel a little less stressed. I have had those dark thoughts of, Pauline says. In the past, Pauline says she felt not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough, just feeling gross because of R. Kelly. Only meeting her husband, she says, saved her. Other girls, she adds, weren't so lucky. Yeah. All right, let me refresh and see if there is any other ones that have came in. Okay. Yes. Pauline concludes her statement by saying she is committed to leaving her past behind her. She does not say whether or not she wishes for R. Kelly to spend the rest of his life in jail. Okay. So y'all, we are hearing statement pieces from the victims. And there's no alleged, he was convicted. So we're hearing statements from them at this time. Okay. Okay, so while we're waiting on the refreshments, I'm gonna run on over here to Facebook because there's some updates going on in the group that I'm in. And so I want to give updates as well as that. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Just making sure that I'm not missing anything. All right. Okay, so that's the update right now. Y'all see I'm steady refreshing. Nothing has came in since. Let me see. Okay, we have another one. Government prosecutors are now up, urging for R.Kelly to serve a sentence of 300 months, which is 25 years consecutively, to the 30 years he is already serving for his New York conviction. Okay. So now prosecutors are up, you guys. All right. Prosecutors are up. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Hey Cherie, hey Honey Bunches, hey everybody that's coming in. Hey, you guys that are in the bushes, be careful. Make sure that you have your bug spray on because you know mosquitoes are rapid. Okay, make sure you drop out of there and say hi. Okay, so while I'm getting this update, let me go ahead and drop this. Everybody go ahead and get you a snack and relax and relate. All right.
Y'all killing me with this. I can't help. I am.
Robert,
I can't help. Dos delincuentes. You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
at this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. You don't want to believe it. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it.
All right, you guys, we are back. No update as of right now, but we are waiting. Let me see. We are waiting. I'm refreshing, and I'm actually on Chicago's channel. You guys, it's no coverage. Okay, so it's no coverage. So what we're doing is literally like the most current there is, to be quite frank and honest with you. And nothing is coming in as of yet. Okay. All right. So the most recent update that I gave you guys was 3 minutes ago. Was posted 3 minutes ago that the prosecutors are now up. All right. So prosecutors are now up. Okay. They are now on the stand and they are now deliberating and giving their little 2 cents in regards to what they feel. Okay. I will keep you guys abreast, but there's nothing right now. Nothing going on right now. Okay. All right. So let me I'm gonna reshare my screen because it kicked y'all for whatever reason. Put y'all back on the screen. All right. So as of right now, the poll, okay. We have 80% of you guys are saying consecutive. And then we have 20% of you guys that have voted concurrent. Okay. Okay, so all right, Sharon, I'm putting you on timeout, sweetness. Okay, you've been warned. All right, Now, you're not going to be talking disrespectfully to any of my day ones. Andrew is one of those. So we're not going to do that. Okay. All right. So bad girl or boy or whatever. Okay. The Healing Zone says, yep, I'm in the bushes. Laugh a lot. But hello, everyone. Hey, beautiful. Well, that is okay. All right. Just make sure you fell on up out them bushes and say, hey. So, hey, girl. Boy, you know, hey, you. Thank you. Let's see here. Okay, let's refresh and see if we have any other updates as of yet. Okay. We do. We have another update, you guys. We have another update. Okay. It says this came in just a minute. Hopefully y'all can see this, right? Y'all can see it. Okay, cool. All right. Quote, for the rest of their lives, they will have to live with victimhood, end quote. Prosecutor Janice Appleton says of Jane, Pauline, and Nia, among others. She further accuses R.Kelly of showing no shame over his actions and taking extreme action to avoid prosecution. That is so true. And like I've told you guys on several occasions, like, see, I don't hate the man. I don't know him. And that's why when people be saying that, I'm like, no, I don't hate him. I hate his behavior. I hate the choices that he made. He made these choices. This man has been found convicted twice now. Okay. And is about to get his hand down his second sentencing. Okay. We're not going to play those games. All right. So if there was some kind of little bitty sign of remorse from him, I will feel a little bit different, right? But I don't, because he doesn't. He in the freaking courthouse playing freaking air piano while people are playing his music and stuff like that, smiling and laughing and stuff like that. Nah, child. You know, and even Harvey Weinstein had some kind of form of conviction. He was like, you know, I have a problem and I'm going to get help. Nah, this fool act as if he don't know what's going on. All right, I'm just hearing back from Melody, which is the truth. She is in the courtroom. I'm finna ask her what questions do you guys want to know in regards to her being in the courtroom. What questions? You want to know how R.Kelly looks? Okay. Ampertage now accuses R.Kelly's attorney of minimizing his involvement with underage girls, particular with Nia. Quote, one cannot quantify the trauma of sexual abuse, end quote, she says. She adds that the 56-year-old Kelly has proven that, quote, he cannot control his impulses, end quote. Ooh. Well, ooh. This person says, but there are no new accusers. This is from 30 years ago. But baby, that sounds so weird if you think about it, because the new ones was New York. And he got convicted of those. Child, y'all people, baby, y'all fandoms are kind of slow. Y'all fandoms are kind of slow, child. Hazel says, I think he will get 30 years, especially since he's shown no remorse. Good observation. Good hypothesis. Quana says, does she see any of the victims in the courtroom? Let me ask. Okay, so I sent it off. I at 10:16 asked the truth, who's in the courtroom. Hey boo, are you in the courtroom? That was at 10:16. At 10:43, she responded that she is. So
it looks like that device hasn't been set up yet.
Sorry, y'all. That's my Google. Anywho, so she responded, but it's taking her time. So I'm not sure if she's able to respond rightly. Uh-oh, we got money on the flow, money on the flow. What I really want to see is I don't really need a Thank you so much. 100 the Spices in the building says thank you, Whitney. You're welcome. To God be the glory. And I said, is Joy there? I will ask her that. 100 says probably not. I will say not too. She's incognito. I says no. That question was for Whitney to ask the truth. Got you. Andrew says, how R.Kelly look? I asked that too. I was curious about that too. So far I said, what does he have on? Can you see him? The second question I posed was, my viewers are asking, do you see any victims? And is Joy there? Is Joy there? Okay. Looky. Y'all, Javante Cunningham. Love you, Whitney. I love you more. Let me go on and drop this track, okay? We got the beautiful Javante in the building. Go on and put your dance emojis in the chat as well as your purple hearts.
Yo, killing me with this. I can't help it.
Robert.
You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. I just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, yo, killing me with this. Yo, killing me with this. Yo, killing me with this. Yo, killing me. Y'all trying to kill me. Yo, killing me with this. Yo, killing me with this. Yo, killing me with this. Yo, killing me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. You don't want to believe it. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it.
All right, we love you over here, Javante. Thank you so much. All right, you guys, we have an update, okay? We have a few updates, okay? First and foremost, okay? His lack of responsibility for his criminal conduct, even in the face of irrefutable video evidence, demonstrates that he poses a great risk of recidivism. Oh, recidivism. Sorry, y'all know I butcher words, but basically he'll do it again. Okay, a picture says, she asks, R.Kelly's old abusive upbringing does not excuse his actions. That part, okay? That part, all right? And that's why I'll be telling y'all, like, for him not to show any kind of remorse. And my thing is even further, when he had video evidence, and this fool still was like, nope, that ain't me. Everything on the counter, it wasn't me. This fool is just ignorant, okay? Anyways, okay, so we have another update, okay? The only way to ensure he does not reoffend is to impose a sentence that will keep him in prison for the rest of his life, the prosecutor says, okay? So that is the most recent update, okay? All right. That is the most recent one being 4 minutes ago. Okay. All right. So you guys, the link is in the chat if you guys would like to come in and just talk and tell me how you guys feel. It's posted in the chat. You guys are more than welcome to come in and just put your little 2 cents in on there. I am still waiting on the truth to get back to me. I posed the following questions to her. She is in the courtroom. What does he have on? Can you see him? As well as, do she see any victims? And is Joy there? Okay. So I'm waiting to hear back from her to see if she can answer these particular questions. Okay. All right. West Coast Bells in the building. They say he's getting at least 20. All right. Let me see in the chat. What is your bare minimum that you guys like? At least this to the maximum. Show me that. Okay. Show me like the least being and the max being for you that you will be like, okay, I'm satisfied. Okay. All right. Let's see. 100 says the internet will stay undefeated. Child, I'm telling you. 100 says, I'm sorry, I style. Oh, okay. I still say it's okay. 100. Okay. We got some money on the floor. Money on the floor.
What I really want to see is I don't really need to do anything. All a bad bitch.
Thank you so much, Shawty, for your $2 and says happy sentencing day. Yes, let's love you, my Vontae. Yes. Okay, so the healing zone says 20 minimum and the maximum 25. Okay, so you feel like for you, the minimum will be 20, max 25. Okay. All right, let me see if we have any other further updates thus far. Okay. I told you guys, I didn't think it was just going to come that quickly anyway. Okay, so we have another update. Lennon Weber asked why R.Kelly shouldn't be allowed to serve his sentence congruently. Quote, the incrementable harm that he inflicted warrants incrementable mental punishment. Sorry, my bad. And Mintage answers. And then R.Kelly's attorney Jennifer Bogine is now up to deliver her own statement on Kelly's sentencing. Y'all. So we're about to hear from Bogine, you guys. We are about to hear from Bogine. Javante, you guys, says hello, everyone in chat. Love you all. We love you. Thank you for watching. We're almost there, you guys. We're about to hear from Bogine. We heard from the victims. We heard from the government, and now we're hearing from Bogine. And I guarantee you, we'll possibly hear from the judge next. Shai says, I think he will get the 25 the government is asking for. Keep talking trash. I say 25 or more would be great. Okay. Javante says, that's my for Christ. Yes, D lives for Christ. Yep. Angela says 20. Okay. All right. So we are waiting. So you guys, let me update the banner. Warrior says, do you think R.Kelly would speak? I do not. I don't think so. He's a coward. He's a coward. I don't think so. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me drop this real quick. Y'all get a little dance in real quick for me. I got to do something.
Y'all killing me with this. I can't help.
Robert.
I'm real. You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Y'all want to believe it. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly. Do it.
All right. Yes. Like I said, no, I do not think that R.Kelly will speak. He's a coward. He couldn't even face the victims on the stand. He's over here too busy doing air piano and you know what I'm saying, playing with the thoughts in his mind. No, I don't think so. Okay. All right. We have an update, as you guys see. All right, Bonjean dismisses the government's accusations that R.Kelly has engaged in victim blaming. Quote, the idea that Kelly has failed to take responsibility, the government knows that's not true, she says. How do the government know that that's not true? Please tell us where he's took any kind of lines of responsibility for his actions or his behavior. Besides the fact of the matter, him coming out and telling them his supporters to not, bash people or whatever. That's not taking no responsibility, accountability. Him taking a responsibility, accountability is pleading guilty, ninja. You pled not guilty as if you knew you didn't do these things. Stop it. Uh-oh, we got some money on the floor. Money on the floor. What I really want to see is I don't really need to do anything. Thank you, Angela, for your $20. Thank you so very much. Rory says he's a huge coward. He's a big coward. Big old coward. Let me show y'all, okay? Look at this big old 50-something-year-old pissy Pied Piper. Look at him. Big old crybaby. No respect for that man whatsoever. I can care less about this man, okay? At all, okay? Do I hate the man? No. It's just he has not been remorseful. He has not shown any sign of remorse. He feels like he did nothing wrong. He's entitled. Exactly. Like he said, he gave them 30 years. He feels as though like, oh my gosh, like again, they throwing out there Elvis Presley, who's been dead and gone for years, and all these other people, like, child. Did they read anything on his behalf from his kids? No. We have not heard from his children. You forget that he even had some. His freaking fake child, the fake one, is saying that he deserves to be in jail. Woo, child. Okay. No update, you guys. No update. As you guys see, I'm steady refreshing it. No update as of yet, okay? And I'm checking my other people, Jason and Megan. Nothing as of yet, okay? Yeah, nothing as of yet. And the truth has not responded. So yeah, I'm refresh one more time. See if we have any updates. Okay, we have another update, you guys. Bonjean says that R.Kelly's relationship with his accusers, particularly Jane, was far more complex than prosecutors want to admit. She says the government's comparison of Kelly to professional traffickers in child porn is unfair. What? Okay. What I just can't grasp. And I know she's just doing her job. But what just behooves me is how she can sit back and act as if any kind of relationship with the underage child is consensual, is complex, is anything besides disgusting and disturbing. I don't care how complex it is. It was not supposed to happen. The girl was 14. You literally are on tape telling her to talk about her 14-year-old vagina. Like what? Sure. He better get used to that air piano. He better, because he ain't gonna be playing another one. Not another one. I feel for his children. I couldn't imagine the pain they feel. Well, they probably are just kind of like over it at this point. You know what I'm saying? They probably kind of like desensitize themselves, So, okay. So it's nothing going on there. On Chicago's like live. Okay. I got that pulled up too, you guys. Just in case. Let me see if there's any other updates, y'all. Okay, nothing yet. No updates as you guys see. Nothing yet. Okay. Okay. All right, nothing yet. Nothing yet. Let me go over here to Facebook and check in the group and see. Oh wow. The truth is in the courtroom, you guys, and she states that she cannot stop crying. She can't stop crying. Oh, I'm so sorry for you, Truth. Man. All right, so let me refresh and see if we have any other updates, you guys. All right, another one has just came in. Bonjean reaching back to R.Kelly's 2002 indictment and Jane's family initially wanting nothing to do with it. The government puts a lot of emphasis on this obstruction count, on which Mr. Kelly was acquitted in 2008. Oh my gosh. Okay, so basically, she's gonna pull at that acquittal. But boo-boo. Again, and I keep trying to explain this to the people in the back. The only reason why R. Kelly got off on that is because it was connected to 2 other people. And when they couldn't get all the stories to corroborate, Rashonda was saying that she did see David, and then her mom says she doesn't recall and things of that nature. Then they didn't have that 4th videotape. Yeah, of course. The jury did what they were supposed to. Okay, they didn't lie. They didn't, they did what they were supposed to do. Okay, so the only reason why this man got acquitted, let's be very clear, is because it was a 3-part situation, and they could find him, but they couldn't, get the other ones. But of course, she's gonna pull at that. Baby, she's pulling at strings, baby. She's pulling at strings. Okay. We got some Munzie on the floor.
What I really want to see is I don't really need to do anything. All of that bitch.
Devontae, she says 30 more. Damn, no remorsefulness. Damn it, we matter. Complex my ass. 300. Robert Bobby House says, Whitney D, baby, what's happening? Where you've been? Oh my gosh. Okay, so y'all, I just have been trying to really just kind of revamp myself, to be honest with you. I've been kind of dibbling dabbling in R. Kelly, but it's more to me. You know what I'm saying? The most recent video that I did had nothing to do with R. Kelly, and it's in the thousands. I appreciate that because it's more to me than R. Kelly, right? So I've been here, but the stuff that I'm talking about now, I guess y'all don't have no interest in because it's not messy. It's not salacious like that. But I can still put my foot back on the necks in this R. Kelly sector. Okay. So I'll be here, Javante says she isn't the brightest, the Bonjean. That Bojangles, I'm telling you, she jucking and jiving, trying to do the best that she can, but it's not sufficient, if you ask me. Okay, let me see if we got any more updates, y'all. And we do we? Yeah, we do. Okay, we have another update. Okay. Quote, this was not so much obstruction as a family deciding they didn't want to participate, Bonjean says. Oh, she got her nerve, child. So it wasn't obstruction. It was just the parents didn't want to participate. But why, Bojangles? Why, girl? Why? Because your client sent them off on trips. Your client coerced Jane to be so ugly, to be so manipulative. Okay. And I did a video about that, you guys. I talked to you about the mind that these victims are in. Okay. I even told you guys in comparison to the likes of Rashonda and Azriel, and shoot, we can talk about Joy, the mind frame that she's still under. Okay. These men, I mean, this man does a mass manipulation over these victims' minds. Okay. I broke down the comparison of the same lines that we found to be spoken. Okay. But nobody's talking about that. We're gonna fast forward that. I did the comparison between Sparkle being the new Miss Alice. Why? Because years before there ever was a Miss Alice or there ever was a Azriel, there was Rashonda, there was Sparkle. And how coincidental did R.Kelly have Rashonda say on the stand that Sparkle told her to sit on his lap and coerce him, rub his head, only for it years later to be said again via these text messages by way of Azriel's mom. But nobody wants to talk about that. Okay. But anyways, my Cash App is, hold on, let me get that up. Thank you for reminding me. I'm so sorry, y'all. I didn't even drop my banner. My Cash App information is right here at the bottom of the screen for those that are interested. And I would love more Cash Apps than super chats. And I know that may be easier. It's just for me, YouTube gets like 20-30% of whatever you guys give me. So can you imagine if you give me $1, how much I really get, right? Okay, so we have an update. Okay, we have two. I'm gonna give you the most recent, okay? All right, so Bonjean points out a perceived double standard between Jane saying that sexual abuses changes one's life and the government not wanting to consider R. Kelly's own sexual abuse as mitigation. This abuse lasts for years by a sister and a neighbor. Bonjean says, girl, well, first off, the difference between Jane and R. Kelly's abuse, Jane didn't go around and start molesting and manipulating and abusing people because of the effects of her abuse. He did. And let's just be very clear about that. I don't know why people can't comprehend that. Y'all keep wanting to throw up this man's abuse, but at the end of the day, we understand that. But you didn't get any help. You didn't even try to stop. You continue to do it years and years after that. Miss me with that. We have another update. Kelly's negative childhood experiences are linked to his negative outcomes as an adult, Bonjean says, adding, quote, he was regularly disciplined with whips, switches, belts. This will normalize, so you can't just say he should have overcome it, Bonjean says. Well, I'm gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings with this. This sounds like the upbringing of everybody in the hood, B. No shade, baby. Okay? Because I mean, you know, of course, now as the children of these days are a lot more protected than us, or whatever the case may be. We look at that and be like, dang, that was messed up. But baby, whoopings, like that's just what that was. That's just what it was up in the households of Black America. Let's be very clear. You know, but a lot of us grew up very well off. Okay, we have another update. 30 seconds in. Bonjean also says R. Kelly's effective illiteracy should be taken into account, saying it prevented him from seeking help for his trauma and blinded him to more canny individuals who took advantage of it. Girl, stop. I'm gonna need Bonjean to sit her butt down somewhere and stop playing with the people and stop playing with our time. His illiteracy has nothing to do with anything. Girl. Keep talking trash. That's first off, he never had a real relationship with his kids. He had his own daughter on a pool table exploiting her. Sure did. Yep, dancing around. Yep, thank you for bringing that up. He should never, ever be a free man again. Javante says Sparkle had nothing to do with that mess. That's all a lies, Whitney's. That was R. Kelly's manipulation at its finest. Sparkle never said that. Oh, I know, Javante. That was my point. That was my point. He did that. He manipulated them. Thank you for the cash out, Bobby. Uh-oh, hold on. I gotta drop the little video. What I really want to see is I don't really need to do anything. Thank you so much for the cash out, Bobby. Thank you so much. I appreciate all you guys and your donations. But no, Javante, no, I agree with you. That's my point. He manipulated every person that was around him. Okay, every person. All right, we have another update, you guys, and I'm gonna get back into your comments. Okay, but Bonjean is pulling at straws, baby. She talking about his abuse. She talking about his illiteracy. I thought that had more to do with his education, but okay, child, go off. These are adverse conditions that continue through life. Bonjean argues of R. Kelly's own abusive upbringing. Child. Okay, let me see if any other updates. Yes, we do. Continue. Bonjean argues that the government is pursuing an excessive sentence in wanting Kelly to spend an additional 25 years behind bars. His current sentence, she says, is already an effective life sentence. He only has one life to give, Bonjean argues. Well, he should have thought about that when the countless amount of other lives that he took. Okay. And the sad thing is that he took these people's lives and they have to continue to live these lives. Okay. All right. Many of them deal with the conflict of wanting to take their own lives out. Okay. So I don't forget him. Okay. Let me read these comments. There's no updates as of right now. Okay. All right. Flawless says, hey, Miss Whitney. Hey, everyone. Hello. Keep Talking Trash says the juries were paid off as well in 2008, and it only proves he only got worse. Exactly. Bonjean should be ashamed of herself. She should, but she's not. She's the black savior. Right, because his illiteracy didn't stop him from making hits at all. At all. Monique says she is reaching, baby. She's reaching for straws. She's grasping for everything. Quanah Griffin says we all have trauma. It's crazy how one, he recorded his own abuse he inflicted on people, and two, how do women step out of being women? And excuse him, girl, don't get me going. No idea. Okay, let's see. All right, so no updates yet. So I'm thinking that she's done. Okay. You guys, shouts out to Miss Rogers in the building. Hello, Whitney, and all of you praying for all the victims. Let's drop this for Miss Rogers, okay?
What the hell is wrong with you people? Every famous nigga that gets arrested is not Nelson Mandela. Yes, the government conspires to put a lot of innocent black men in jail on fallacious charges. But R. Kelly is not one of those men. We all know the nigga can sing. But what happened to standards? What happened to bare minimums? You a fan of R. Kelly? You want to help R. Kelly? Then get some counseling for R. Kelly. Introduce him to some older women. Hide his camcorder. But don't pretend like the man is a hero.
All right, you guys, we are back. Shouts out to Kelly Rogers. We are praying for faith in your family. I know anxiety levels are high right now. So I pray that, she gets the peace that she deserves and that she needs. Karen Johnson says, I never believed that Sparkle would tell her niece to sit on that. Thank you. Okay. And I broke that down. If you guys aren't aware of that video, please go to my channel. Hold on, let me see if we got any other updates. All right, we do. Okay, we have another update from Bojangles, as you guys see. Bojangles says that the government is seeking to punish R.Kelly for conduct on which he was acquitted in 2008, which would be a constitutional violation. No, it's not. Girl, he got convicted. They're only asking for them to pass down the proper sentence for what he was convicted for. Bojangles, sit your butt down. You know what? I got something for Bojangles. Bojangles. Where is it at? Let me see if I can find it on here. Girl, Bojangles needs to sit her little special. She baby look, I ain't got it up here. Cause I was about to tell her, you're an idiot. Sit down, girl. I mean, he can't be convicted for anything besides what he got convicted for. Chill. Let me see if we got any other updates, y'all. I'm just ready for them to say that it's just in the judge hands. Okay, so nothing yet, y'all. Okay, while we're waiting, let me just read these comments. Hello, Miss Rogers. I hope you and your family are well. His illiteracy didn't stop him from abusing obstruction. That ninja just couldn't write a spell. Thank you. Miss Rogers says, hey, Flawless. Oh, sorry. She just saying hello. Kamiko says, hello, mine and family. Karen says, I never believed that Sparkle would tell her niece to sit on that sick man's lap at all, because she didn't. She didn't. Okay. She didn't. Uh-oh. I need you guys to...
What I really want to see is I don't really need to do anything. All a bad bitch.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Marcella. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are showing out. Thank y'all. Marcella says, love your commentary. You all hit the like button, please. Yes, please do what Marcella is asking you guys to do and hit that like button. Thank you guys so very much for your donations. I appreciate it so much. And as you guys know, it all goes back into my channel. Okay. Okay. Another one from Bojangles. Bojangles puts forward her own sentencing suggestion for R.Kelly. 168 months, 14 years, to be served congruently with his 30-year New York conviction from 2021. Okay. So I think she's done, y'all. I think that's it for Bojangles. She said all her spew, and she's asking for what she's asking for. Will it go over smoothly with the judge? We don't know, and that's what we're waiting on. Okay. All right. Javonta says, no, Whitney, this is the skit that makes fun of Rashonda. No, trigger warning. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that clip okay? Because I just grabbed that one clip where she's like, y'all are, he's saying, what he's saying. Was that okay? Javonte, please let me know. Because that was it, that little part right there, because I thought it was very important. Kelly Rogers, Miss Rogers says, I'm so sick of his attorney. I am too. She's ignorant. Javonte says, acquitted in 2008. Guilty as hell, 2022. Let's go. Justice for us. Period. Yes. Yes. Justice. And you guys, the call button, I mean, the link is in the chat if you guys would like to call in and say your piece, your spew, or if you guys are waiting for everything to tie over, we can. All right. So this is what this is what this woman said, y'all. Listen, quote, Black men with diabetes do not live into their 80s in prison. They want a symbolic sentence for themselves, end quote. Bojangles says, quote, to suggest that he's not being punished is frankly absurd, she adds. Oh, no, he's most definitely getting punished, baby. Nobody's not saying that. What are you missing what a sentence is? Yeah, it's brought about a conviction, baby. And you get a conviction because you're getting punished for your crimes. And the sentence comes after the conviction of your crime. So no. It ain't no, it's no surprise, baby. That's most definitely what it is. He's frankly getting punished for his misdeeds. You're absolutely right. That's not no secret, baby. Ain't nobody hiding that. That's what a lot of victims, I mean, a lot of victimizers and you know, that's what happens in the justice system. Girl, that woman is ape crazy. Okay? Bat crazy. Okay? All right. Another one. Bongine again attacks the government, seeming to want to make an example of R.Kelly. Quote, just because you give R.Kelly 50 years, 100 years does not solve the problem of child exploitation in this country, she says. Oh, that is nasty. That's nasty, Bongine. And you're absolutely right, because we have lawyers like you that go to bat for pedos like this, just like you did with Cosby, who admitted on the stand that he was guilty. So you're the problem, Bongine. Anyways, Ms. Karen says, we all have some scars from the Black experience, but we have to get help if we need it. Heal, grow, pray, and live a healthy life, period. You're welcome. Thank you. Andrew says, the difference is that 2008 was state, and now in 2022, 2023, this is federal, that part. And Javante says, I hate that skit. And a Black woman is doing the voiceover, and she never came out and apologized. Bad part, the creator is from Chicago. My apologies. You will never see that again. I just liked it the way he broke that down. It was just like, you know, what in the hell? I'm literally deleting it as we speak. You will not see that. You have my word, Javante. That's all I need to know. And y'all, seriously, it's that simple, okay? It's that simple. That's why I don't understand the likes of people that can still listen to his music. And that goes for anybody that gets exposed the way this man has been exposed. I've always been the person, if you can show me, you know what I'm saying? Then that's it. You know what I'm saying? And so respect, much respect, Javante. You will not see that on any of my commentary at all, ever again. You know, gosh, that's sad. Really says, hey, ma'am, it's really great content. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. Let me see if we have any other updates. And we do, you guys. And I'm just keeping y'all update, baby. I'm keeping y'all abreast. Okay. We never minimized the crimes for which he was convicted, Bongine argues, but adds that a congruent sentence is sufficient. She concludes by saying that a consecutive sentence is an overkill. Girl, bye. Okay, so basically, Bongine is done. It goes on to say, Leonard Weber asked R.Kelly if he wants to make a statement on his own behalf. He doesn't. So R.Kelly is not speaking on his own behalf, you guys. So that's it. That's it. So it's now in the judge's hands, y'all. Ooh. Really says, hey, Javante Cunningham, thanks for helping put him behind bars and sharing your story. You are so brave. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. All right, you guys, it's in the hands of the judge, okay? It's literally in the hands of Judge Leonard Weber, okay? Let me just confirm. All right. Says Leonard Weber now giving his own musing on the case and considers how he could have weighed the case before the COVID-19 pandemic. Okay. Okay, y'all. Here we go. All right. Let's see. The sentence that I would have given before the pandemic would have been higher than the guidelines, Lennon Weber says. Oh, gosh. Okay, y'all. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we're about to hear something, y'all. Okay, let me change the banner. We're about to hear it, y'all. Okay, let me refresh. Okay, nothing yet, y'all. I'm still refreshing, but we're about to hear it, y'all. Oh, my goodness. Okay, it's nothing yet. Oh, God. Oh, God. Let me play some music in the background while we're waiting, y'all.
Doing crazy
Okay.
leave me here high and dry. Oh, 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 oh,
Devontae, if you're still on here, Miss Rogers, if you're still on here, I know, you know, you guys have to feel a type of way about this. Wow. Woo! Okay. Wow. I'm like shaking. Okay. Javante says, oh, nasty men who, when it don't work no more, they do other sexual things to children. I am over here boiling. I am OMG. You already know. So again, they spit in our face. Bull. Roger says those bloggers are going to have a field day with this one. They will be screaming victory. Let me stop this music real quick before I wrap this live. I want to say how I am sincerely, wholeheartedly saddened by this. I hate this for the victims in every situation, because this is low-key a form of a slap in the face, if you ask me. And I say this because they never took into consideration the lives of the young ladies and men and boys and girls, that lives will never be the same. Okay? Will never, ever be the same because of the choices that this man decided to make. Okay? It is crazy to say, well, he's old, and he's going to be worrying about arthritis. No, we've actually heard from doctors on the stand state that this will never ever stop. He will never get past this, even with help. They said on the stand, as we heard in New York, that this is a sickness. It's like a mental illness, and it's like literally nothing that he can do about it. In a sense of, even if he got therapy, it will suppress it. But at the end of the day, he will always feel as though there's nothing wrong with his behavior. Always. That's why we saw no remorse, no sympathy, no nothing. Because he feels as though what he did was okay. And that's why it continued to happen well into 30 years. For the judge to hand down this sentence two ways, okay, if I be honest, okay, I get it. Hold on. Because he's literally now fixing to, speculatively die in prison. Okay. You have people that live well beyond their 80s. Okay. So with him getting 30 years in prison, okay, he basically has now 31 years. That's it for all of this. And so he's going to literally, and I guess, Bonjean tried to put that out there. I guess he's diabetic. So, I don't know what that was about, but he's going to die in prison, right? So I get why he did that, but at the end of the day, who cares? Did y'all do this with the likes of Harvey Weinstein? If I'm not mistaken, all of his time is consecutive. I could be wrong, but I'll look it up. No one cares about how old this man is at all. He didn't care how old these young girls were and little boys. He didn't care. We don't care how old he is. We don't care about him worrying about arthritis in prison or whatever the case may be. We do not care as a people. Do I believe justice was served? Not necessarily. But I am happy that it's over for these victims. How are you guys going to piece y'all lives together? I don't know, because this is trash. This is garbage. But that's my opinion. Miss Rogers says they need to stop playing with our emotions right now. This is it. No, that's it, Miss Rogers. That's it. That's it. Let me see if there's any other updates, but no, that's it. That's the conviction. Okay, this just came in. Lenny Weber also says that R.Kelly may be eligible for supervised release after serving 3 congruent years in prison. He imposes no fines due to Kelly's lack of ability to pay. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I am disgusted. You missed it? Oh, well, Mama Rogers, here's your conviction. He is going to serve 20 to 19 years congruently and just 1 measly year consecutively. Okay? And then it goes on to say that Lenny Weber also says once he serves 3 congruent years in prison, he can have supervised release. Okay. So that's it. That's all. Javante, I'm so sorry. I am seriously so sorry. Javante says, I am devastated. I can't breathe. We Black, they don't care. They have been showing us that for years. Wow. And what I was going to say in regards to the Harvey Weinstein and R. Kelly situation, if my memory serves me, I think his time is consecutively. Let me just show you the difference between how they protect their people versus ours. They will throw their own up under the bus, and they will go to bat for, years and justice, and they will get it. And they get these people that can hurt their people off the streets. But when it comes to us, no shade, but we kind of low key, celebrate the victimizer. Free Pookie, who actually went to jail because he shot and robbed an older lady while she was on her way coming from work. You know what I'm saying? We got people in the chats and stuff like that talking about free R. Kelly, knowingly that he's been 2-time convicted. But the thing is that there is no win here. He didn't win. Okay? It was a stupid sentencing, if you ask me. It's real dumb. But at the end of the day, he's not getting out of jail. Let's be clear. Okay. And listen to this with her smart. I just want to just to hand out a slippily slap. Listen to Bonjean with her smart mouth. On the issue of restitution, Bonjean says 379,000 and some change is an appropriate amount. Wow. Wow. Okay. There's your conviction, you guys. Okay. There's your conviction. 19 to 20 years congruently. So as he's serving his federal sentence in New York, once he hits that 19, 20-year mark, he's done with his sentencing for Chicago. And it should be just so disrespectful to the victims in Chicago, because that's where it started, right? And so he can wipe his hand clean, really, after 3 years for Chicago. Let that sink in. After he serves 3 years. Okay? He can be on supervised parole. Supervised release. Yet he still got to serve the rest of his time in New York. And yes, Javante says, shouts out to New York. Okay, she says, thank you, New York, for making us count, hearing our voices. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Javante, I don't want to put you on the spot, but I would love to sit down, have a candid interview, if you will, with you. And just get your feelings and your thoughts. Not now, because I know that you gotta, process everything. But I would love to have that exclusive conversation with you, just to pick your mind as to, your feelings and emotions. I thank you again for sharing that moment with Whitney D. Being here and watching this, the sentencing develop. Thank you to Miss Rogers as well for being in the building. That really sucks. That really, really sucks. Their own city. Miss Rogers says, this shows how they say he owns Chicago. Oh, that gave me chills. That gave me chills. Wow. Robert says, the judge says R.Kelly will get out when he's 80 years old. So he ran it congruently. So he still won't get out till 2053. Yeah, he's not getting out. Not alive. Not alive. Let's be very clear. He's not going to be in there, alive. Mind you, you guys, we do have Minnesota. We still have to wait on that. Hopefully that doesn't get thrown out. But I want to say one of the young ladies who was in the Chicago, I think Nia, if I'm not mistaken, she stated, it happened in Minnesota where she met him and stuff like that. And I think that's who is actually bringing about the charges for him. I actually already read that indictment that I think it was actually the arrest docket. I'm telling you guys, when I was in this sector, baby, I was in this sector. So Minnesota, the complaint has already been dropped. I'm not sure if it's an indictment out for him or not. I'm not quite sure. Don't hold me to it. But I did read the complaint that was submitted by the victim. You guys can find that in the playlist that I created for R.Kelly. Okay. My God, today. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they feel like that they've won. It's no win. Like, it really isn't. He still has to serve his 30-year sentence. He's still 56 years old. You do the math, right? So, I'm speechless. And y'all know I'm a talker, but I'm speechless. I am speechless. Angela says that's Chicago court system corrupt. Yeah. I don't understand how you can sympathize with the man because of his age, because you're 80. Who gives a darn? I don't care about your age, sir. What see, that's personal if you ask me. Too daggone personal. You're an 80-year-old white man. This is an 80-year-old black man. Heck, we no shade. I'm not even gonna go there, but he may even live past 80. Okay, we're known to do that. All right. We have a prominent figure in the community. Gosh, don't hold me to it. I think she's like in her 90s or 100 or something like that. She's here in Dallas, Texas. And I think she the one that started Juneteenth or something like that or whatever. But yeah, she's here in Dallas. She's like in her hundreds. She 100 or 90 or something like that. We live, baby. So you can't take that into consideration because he's 80. I mean, because he's 50 and, you know, oh, you're 80. Man, you're an 80-year-old white man, bruh. Whew. Exactly. Javante says, and he still has shown no remorse. That's the damaging part about it. That's the damaging part about it. You give this man 19 to 20 congruent years with one consecutive, meaning he has 31 federal years. And then after 3 years of his congruent sentence, oh, he can be on supervised leave. What the? I just want to hug you victims, because this is a lot. This is a lot. Yeah. He will never win an appeal. Never. That man is not getting out. I said no remorse whatsoever. It's not fair to the victims at all. Miss Rogers says, watch that bird-faced attorney of his will really be dancing to his music tonight. Yeah, she will. She gonna be all in her. We did it, you know. And I just want to give a shout out to, I mean, she is just going to be playing that little bitty stupid piano. I can only imagine how the press, how it's gonna go. I can only imagine when she walks out the courtroom, the videos and stuff like that that's gonna happen. Nothing is being reported right now. Wow. That was something I wasn't expecting. Okay. So that's all the information as of right now. For me, I'm going to back up off of this because this is kind of messed up. And I feel absolutely sorry for all the victims that are in Chicago. Like, I'm speechless right now. But I can only imagine what you guys are going through hadn't lived the whole experience. I'm so sorry. Absolutely, Jeffrey. Mind-blowing, to say the absolute least. This shows they really never, ever cared and will never, ever care about us. This is sad on every level it can be. I'm so sorry. Andrew says, had this would have been a black woman judge, R.Kelly would have got the book thrown at him. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I wouldn't even, and I would go against and say not even a black judge, but if this was a woman, y'all saw, okay, y'all saw how New York, she was not playing. She did not play with R. Kelly. She could sympathize. And weirdly enough, the judge sympathizes with this black man because he's a man, for one. And then for two, he's well off in his years of age. Anyways, you guys, that is the video. again, my sincere, absolute apologies for the victims, because I can only imagine how you guys feel right now. Like, this is disturbing. It's disrespectful. And my heart just goes out to you guys. I'm so sorry. But wow, I don't know what to say. I love you guys so very much, but most of all, God loves you. Y'all stay encouraged. Okay. Stay encouraged. Know that you may merely you may get away or think you're getting away with something, but you have your maker to meet, and you're only merely getting by. You're not getting away with anything. Know that to be certain. So stay encouraged. This part of everything is pretty much over. And, I would advise the victims, the survivors, to just kind of steer clear, because it's going to be crazy. Make sure you guys protect your mental and your psyches, y'all. It is what it is. It's done. God has the last say in regards to when we meet him. So be careful, you guys, and please again, guard your psyche, your spirits, your ear gates, your eye gates. Don't listen to nothing, seriously, if you want to protect your inner peace, because it's going to get very crazy. For what? I don't know, because it was no win here. This man is not getting out of jail regardless. But I love you guys, and I will see you guys later. God bless.
Y'all killing me with this. I can't help.
Robert.
You're killing me, man. This ain't not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
At this point, we briefly pause the interview to give Kelly a moment.
Man, y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me. Y'all trying to kill me. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with this. Y'all killing me with killing me, man. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. You don't want to believe it. Trying to kill me. Killing me, man. Trying to kill me. I hope this camera keep going. Stupid R.Kelly. Fight for my life. Stupid R.Kelly.